My fiancé texted, "I'm having your friend's baby, he's going to be a father." Then blamed me saying all men get obsessive around me and I set her up to fail, says I owe her support because her cheating is my fault. I canceled the wedding, packed her stuff and dismantled both their lives. I was at work when I got the text from Jessica. We'd been engaged for 8 months, wedding planned for June. The text just said, "We need to talk tonight, it's important." I figured maybe she wanted to change the flower arrangements again or something. She'd been stressed about wedding planning. Got home around 6 and found her sitting on the couch with red eyes like she'd been crying all day. I sat down next to her and asked what was wrong. She took a deep breath and said, "I'm pregnant." My heart actually jumped for a second. We talked about kids, just not this soon, but then she said, "It's not yours." The room started spinning. I asked her what she meant and she just stared at the floor. "It's Marcus's baby." Marcus was my best friend since college. He was supposed to be my best man. He'd been at our apartment probably 3 times a week for the past year, watching games, having dinner, just hanging out like always. I couldn't process what she was saying. When did this happen? How long has this been going on? She said it started 4 months ago after Marcus broke up with his girlfriend Amy. He was sad and came over one night when I was working late. They talked, one thing led to another, and it just kept happening. 4 months. While I was planning our wedding, picking out rings, sending out invitations, I stood up and told her to get out. That's when things got really crazy. Jessica started crying harder and said this was actually my fault, that I worked too much and wasn't giving her enough attention, that Marcus was there for her when I wasn't. Then she said something that made me see red. All men get obsessive around me and you set me up to fail by leaving me alone with Marcus so much. Like I had somehow forced her to cheat by having a best friend and a job. She said I owed it to her to help support the baby because technically my neglect caused this. I laughed. Not a happy laugh, the kind of laugh you do when something is so insane you can't believe it's real. I told her she had until tomorrow morning to get her stuff out of my apartment. It was my place, my name on the lease. She'd moved in a year ago. Jessica started panicking, saying she had nowhere to go and I couldn't just kick her out while she was pregnant. I called my sister Lauren right there and put her on speaker, told her everything that just happened. Lauren showed up 20 minutes later with garbage bags and helped me pack every single thing Jessica owned. Clothes, makeup, books, everything. While we were packing, I called Marcus. He answered all cheerful, asking if I wanted to grab drinks this weekend. I said, "Jessica's pregnant, it's yours, don't ever contact me again," and hung up. Then I blocked his number. Jessica was still crying on the couch, but Lauren wasn't having it. She told Jessica she had 2 hours to figure out where she was going or we'd leave her stuff on the curb. Jessica finally called Marcus and I could hear him freaking out through the phone. The next morning, I called every single person we'd invited to the wedding. My parents, her parents, all our friends, everyone. I told them exactly what happened and that the wedding was canceled. Her mom called me crying, begging me to reconsider, saying Jessica made a mistake. I said cheating for 4 months isn't a mistake, it's a choice. Then I posted a simple message on social media. Wedding is canceled due to infidelity. Thank you to everyone who supported us. Didn't name names, didn't have to. People figured it out fast. Marcus worked at the same company as 3 of our mutual friends. By Monday morning, the whole office knew he got his best friend's fiancée pregnant. His boss called him in for a meeting about workplace ethics and professionalism. Marcus quit 2 days later. Jessica's parents cut her off financially after her dad found out the full story. She'd been living off money they sent her for wedding expenses. Now she was pregnant, jobless since she'd quit to plan the wedding full-time, and living on Marcus's couch in his studio apartment. Marcus's family refused to help them because they loved Amy, his ex-girlfriend, and were disgusted by what he did. I kept the apartment, kept my job, kept my dignity, spent the money I'd saved for the honeymoon on a trip to Japan with Lauren instead. Jessica tried texting me 3 weeks later asking if we could talk, said she realized she made a huge mistake and that Marcus wasn't stepping up like she thought he would. I blocked her number without responding. Last I heard through mutual friends, they're still together but barely surviving. Marcus delivers food at night to make extra money and Jessica is working retail while 7 months pregnant. Meanwhile, I got promoted at work and started dating someone new who actually respects me. Turns out canceling that wedding was the best decision I ever made.